Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. TIMA in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor hosts the 4th annual hospital survival courses for medical professionals as well as medical students. We learn about how sedentary lifestyle is detrimental to health and some simple exercises that are good for people. Government officials visit Tzu Chi recycling station on Pulau Ketam in Malaysia to learn about Tzu Chi's waste management and recycling. Since 2014, TIMA members in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor have been hosting annual hospital survival courses. This year, a total of 227 medical students, interns, and medical staff participated in the courses, learning about how to serve in the medical profession with humanitarianism and professionalism.
TIMA members in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor host another hospital survival course with the theme of practicing humanitarianism and professionalism in healthcare.
Our hospital survival course is to inspire their hearts of compassion. We want them to be reminded of their initial aspiration of why they got into the field in the first place.
Why so noisy? All the people out there can hear you all arguing.
A comedic sketch conveys communication tips for medical staff, while personal stories of medical and charity missions were shared for the participants to understand how Tzu Chi's medical mission is carried out.
Coming here, we learn things here that's different from the school. Our education teaches us how to cure ailments, but they don't teach us how to communicate with our patients. Sometimes when we're treating patients, we don't only need to look after their physical health, but we also need to comfort their spirituality and emotionally.
The participants of the course come from different states. In Malaysia, Malacca General Hospital's head nurse brought over 50 people to join.
I brought them here so they can learn some Tzu Chi culture. They've become very disciplined and well-behaved. They walk quietly into the lecture hall and leave quietly. It's not something I would have witnessed at our government's office.
Helping the smooth running of the course, there are nearly 20 TIMA members and community volunteers making 2,000 cocoa cookies. To ensure the participants eat healthy during the course, the cookie's main ingredient is cocoa powder from Tzu Chi's Jinsi products.
So during the cookie making session, I think it is a good exposure for me because this is my first time baking actually.
I was actually surprised during this process because we are all strangers. But by separating the tasks and working together, we got things done quickly.
On the other side of the Jinsi Hall, TIMA members are practicing their drumming performance, including a husband and wife pair.
Well, I noticed that drum is energy consuming, so I think it is good physically and mentally. So it is not a waste of time, actually. And it also teaches us to be disciplined with the time. And then we have to work as a team.
With heart and effort, everyone can be a skilled professional.
In 1994, the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter was established beginning with medical aid for the poor. In the past 20-some years, it has held over 400 free clinics and served over 400,000 patients. In Bohol Island alone, due to a past earthquake, Tzu Chi volunteers set foot on the island to care for local residents and discover many sick residents who are unable to seek medical treatment.
Easily, right?
And just like it.
Oh. So that will make you hurt sometimes, the back.
Getting a good night's sleep has been Regian's biggest wish for the past 15 years.
Bakit po? Labong kaya lola ko.
Walang kaya.
She said she didn't go to the doctors because she knows she doesn't have money.
Oh,
10-year-old Jake cannot jump nor run.
Don't let him walk, you must carry him, because if he becomes tired, it might turn into a bigger problem.
Bohol Island in the Philippines is 1/10 the size of Taiwan. And in over a year, Tzu Chi volunteers have traveled across the island, visiting over 1,000 families. Even now at the annual free eye clinic, they can still see patients who come from afar seeking medical assistance.
His eye was injured by a metal plate 2 years ago, but since they don't have money, they were waiting to see who could help him.
It's this type of waiting for treatment which worsens the medical condition. Unable to bear the local community in this much pain, in November of 1994, the Philippine Tzu Chi volunteers established a chapter with the medicine mission as their main purpose. In 1995, they worked with the Chinese General Hospital and held the first ever free clinic at Bagao. Although it's a makeshift hospital, the medical staff is not any less careful. Even when the electricity goes out, they were prepared.
We know it can happen. That's why we prepared for this. We had an extension cord. So when it happened today, everybody knew what they will do. So nothing to worry.
On the second day of the free clinic, doctors stand for up to 15 hours helping. While the Tzu Chi volunteers are the best support for the medical team.
After the surgery, the patient wanted to vomit, but we didn't have any paper towel or cloth, so she just held out her hand for the patient to vomit in.
We're here to care for the patients, so I didn't mind the mess. I just want to treat them with respect and love.
In the past 22 years, over 400 clinics have been held. Patient numbers have exceeded 400,000.
Thank you.
After so many cross-country, cross-island medical assistance, the follow-up visits have become standard.
Thank you very much to Tzu Chi.
The only fear of the medical clinics is that there won't be enough time to see everyone.
We came direct here. Then we see patient.
No rest.
This rest.
Those who sit for a prolonged period of time with the wrong posture are prone to lower back pain and shoulder pain and a decrease in concentration. This sedentary lifestyle is actually not good for one's health. We learn from Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital's physiotherapist about some simple exercises one can do even in the office to prevent further health problems.
I start at 7 in the morning until 6 or 7 at night. It's nearly 12 hours.
The entire city is the taxi driver's office. Driving around making a living is seemingly easy, but actually sitting for a prolonged period is hazardous to one's health.
My back hurts when I sit too long.
Besides taxi drivers, many office workers actually are at risk for this as they sit at the desk all day, and then more sitting at home or playing on their phone. According to statistics, the pressure one's lower back receives is 1.5 times that of when one is standing.
If we sit for more than 3 hours, our blood vessels start to contract and circulation worsens to the point there's not enough blood going to the brain. It's then our concentration will go down.
Looking at a side-by-side view, do you sit in the right way? Are you habitually hunched forward with your head buried in your work and back not supported? This might be harming your body. A simple exercise to tuck in your chin for 10 seconds and relaxing can help. Don't forget to move around a bit, like stretching your back and straightening your spine to help your posture. Of course, stretching out your chest muscles can also help.
Our hands are often in the front, so our chest areas are constricted. If we pull our hands to the back and extend the neck while looking up, it helps to relax the chest muscles.
With one leg up on the knee and straightening the back, this leaning forward exercise stretches out the upper thigh. With one leg in front and toes towards the sky, reach for the toes. This stretches out the muscles at the back of the leg. Lastly, a lunge to relax the hip.
When we are doing a lunge, we are stretching out the thigh muscles on the back leg.
In 1 week, a person can exercise moderately up to 150 minutes. Walking is a good moderate exercise for this.
Yoga can be a good stretching exercise to try.
When you breathe, push your palms against the floor and rise. Relax your shoulders as you push yourself up. Don't forget to relax your lower back. Breathing is very important. We can't just use blunt force.
For those working hard to take care of their family, one shouldn't forget to take care of one's health.
For the past 20 years, nurses at Tzu Chi's dialysis centers in Malaysia have safeguarded kidney patients' health the way they care for their own family, showing their professionalism and compassion. Let's meet some of them.
Here is the Tzu Chi Dialysis Center in Penang, where warm greetings and spaciousness welcomes the dialysis patients.
I feel blessed to have dialysis here. It's like my second home.
Even the nurse, I feel like my family, not like they don't treat us like patient. So I'm so happy here.
Their nursing staff here not only treats the sufferers their medical needs, but most importantly, they also soothe their spirits because they were once Tzu Chi's scholarship aid recipients.
The standard of my profession. The standard of my profession.
Beginning in 2000, Tzu Chi began to sponsor students who were studying nursing diploma courses, which also helps to reinforce their nursing recruits. Lim Li Chen and Tan Xiu Lin were the first batch of scholarship students and have been with Tzu Chi for the past 14 years.
I choose here in Tzu Chi to serve, as it allows me to continue my learning, as well as pass down my knowledge to the next generation.
Slowly see the incoming nurses grow in their skills reminds me of how we were before. Sheila is the first nurse of Indian descent at Tzu Chi's dialysis center.
I call myself as a Tzu Chi baby because I started my education with Tzu Chi's help.
When Sheila was in middle school, her mother was diagnosed with kidney disease. After becoming a Tzu Chi care recipient family, she also received a nursing diploma scholarship by chance.
Because I'm always with my mom at the beginning of her hard times, so I can understand their feelings too. So we need to really give them the mental support more than the physical support.
This timely medical access for those in need shows that love is everywhere.
In Malaysia, the Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Kedah recently held its annual sports day to cultivate the children's spirit of cooperation as well as to improve their hand-eye coordination. Let's take a look.
Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Kedah, Malaysia begins their annual sports day by lighting the torch. All of the games are designed by the teachers.
This time, I am responsible for designing the games. In the beginning, when the children was doing training, they did not know how to play the games. But after they were well trained, they worked together to complete their task.
At this occasion, the children cheer on each other and cooperate to complete the games, showing the sportsman's spirit. Receiving the Humanity Spirits Award from the teacher, this is 6-year-old Liu Yufei who accompanied and helped Cassandra Koo, who has mobility issues, to play the games.
Cassandra Koo has mobility problems, so when she fell, I supported her to get up. I hope she can play games with us.
I can see the children's spirit of cooperation. They help take care of the younger brothers and sisters. So when the younger classmates were unable to finish their games, they may stay by their side to encourage them.
The trophies that the children hold in their hands are made from recyclables. Although there is no ranking on this sports day, everyone has gained special experiences and good memories at this event.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Ketam, Malaysia, have been helping people in need there for 20 years. Their work has inspired many care recipients to come forward to help people as their way to pay back to society. Here's more.
I don't care how people look at me, we need to rely on ourselves.
Monsieur Hui is proud and strong when she introduces herself and ignores the strange look from people. This is possible because of the company of Tzu Chi volunteers. When she was 11 years old, with help from her teachers, kind-hearted people in society, and Tzu Chi volunteers, she went to have a surgery in Guangzhou, China, to remove the tumor. She also became a volunteer. She has now graduated from college, so she wants to pay back the love.
The female volunteers used to help me, so now I want to help people.
Pikun also feels the same way.
Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for us and helping my family, so I'm very touched. I also want to be like them, helping people.
Pikun's father had been paralyzed for years until he passed away, but during this time, TIMA and Tzu Chi volunteers had always been with the family.
They didn't know me and they aren't my people, but they still came to help me and my father. I am very much moved.
Pikun pays back to society by serving at the Tzu Chi Dialysis Center and takes care of the patients with her love. These two are among the endless stories of love from Tzu Chi volunteers' hard work in Ketam for 20 years. And these good stories also continue to motivate the volunteers to move forward.
Also in Malaysia, a delegation of 13 people from the government of Sabah's Kota Kinabalu and a waste management company in Selangor visited the Tzu Chi recycling station on Pulau Ketam for the second time to learn more about Tzu Chi's recycling mission as well as waste management. These government officials hope to practice what they've learned from Tzu Chi in their communities.
With the company of Tzu Chi volunteers, a delegation of 13 people from the governments of Sabah's Kota Kinabalu and Selangor set out from Port Ketam to Pulau Ketam. In 2011, Tzu Chi established a recycling station in Pulau Ketam, which has become the first recycling station on the sea in Malaysia. Over the past years, the recycling volunteers have successfully reduced 30% of the garbage on the island.
I'm very impressed with all the work that has been taken by Tzu Chi. It has reduced the numbers, tonnage of waste that we can send to mainland and to the landfill.
NGO Tzu Chi. We have exchanged experiences with Tzu Chi. We have learned a lot from this organization. We hope we can practice what we have learned in Kota Kinabalu.
I hope that Tzu Chi can continue to promote environmental protection to every corner of the community, or even throughout the entire Malaysia. This way, more and more people will understand the importance of recycling, which can bring peace to society and benefits our next generation.
This is the second time that a delegation from the governments of Kota Kinabalu has visited the recycling station on Pulau Ketam. The volunteers share their recycling experiences with the government's officials, ensuring that they can effectively promote recycling in their communities.
In the United States, Li Changke and Li Suqing are Tzu Chi's founding members in Orange County, California. They have been doing recycling for many years, as they not only collect recyclables in their community every day, but they also collect waste paper at their son's company once every 2 weeks. Of the money they earn from recycling is donated to help disabled children in China.
Why do people live longer? Actually, to live longer, we should do more and talk less.
I can own the driver's license until I'm 90 years old. How many years are we allowed to drive? So both of us do not let obstacles get in the way in our life. I don't like to wear fancy accessories nor branded clothes.
We have become more optimistic and happier after doing Tzu Chi work. Our children always support us and they hope that we can come.
You can see that even though Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lee are elder than me and they both have problems with their waist and knees, they still source recyclables with joy. Why not join them to do recycling since I'm healthier than them?
Once again, it's new in the 7th lunar month of the year, and in New Taipei City, Tzu Chi volunteers have begun to promote the right way to honor this month. At their local gathering for seniors, the volunteers also reminded them of the benefits of vegetarianism. Meanwhile, in Penghu, Tzu Chi volunteers are doing the same in hopes that people can go meatless.
In Penghu, Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers provide a vegetarian banquet at the Jingsi Hall. In the kitchen, community volunteers from Chaoyang are also here to help.
Our kitchen volunteers are wonderful. They make great vegetarian dishes. We also saw community volunteers from Chaoyang here helping us. They want to gain more wisdom.
The residents of Chaoyang community and the borough had gathered at the Jingsi Hall. They now understand Tzu Chi's ideals towards vegetarianism.
We continue with our spreading the benefits of vegetarianism. The first is cleansing of our inner body and helping to cleanse the earth as well.
Being a vegetarian is having the heart of compassion. Look at how high the temperatures have gotten this year. I think everyone has felt it. Thus, being vegetarian is fitting for the lunar 7th month.
Normally, Chaoyang community hosts meals for seniors with meat as main dishes. But this time, the kitchen volunteers hope to influence the organizers to promoting eating vegetarian food on the 1st and the 15th of the lunar month. Meanwhile, in New Taipei City's Zhonghe, the Jing'an Borough office also invited the seniors in the community to have a meal together. The day's event included looking after their health with a medical seminar. As it's nearing the 7th lunar month, the correct mindset is important to have.
I've asked the ancestors if I could take the money I'd spend on just paper and donate it instead in your name. I always receive an approval.
I'm very grateful for Tzu Chi's effort. They continue to be in the community and warm the hearts of all the seniors in the community.
Over in Yonghe's Shoulang Borough, the seniors look forward to this day of fun.
The main thing is we want the community to see the love when Tzu Chi continues to be here.
With love from the volunteers, the seniors in these local communities are never lonely.
A performing art troupe made up of disabled individuals in Taiwan has performed in various countries. The troupe recently performed at Luzhou Jingsi Hall, inspiring the audience members with their positive energy. We'll leave you with the images of their performance at the end of our program. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.